Walking home from school, the girl didn't notice the van following behind her. Then, in the next instant, the van pulled up right beside her. With the door slamming shut, the van sped away, leaving the girl unconscious in the back. For the next 10 years, the girl vanished without a trace. The case remained under investigation for a full decade, but no breakthrough ever came. Then one day, 10 years later, the girl stumbled onto the street, bearing heavy dark circles under her eyes and barely able to stay on her feet. When people spotted her, they immediately called for an ambulance. Upon hearing that her daughter had returned, the mother was overcome with emotion, tears welling up in her eyes as she rushed to tell her husband the news. The family immediately headed to the hospital. But the girl lying in the hospital bed was pale as a sheet. When they saw the marking on her arm, they knew for certain this was their daughter. However, she had already fallen asleep from exhaustion. When the girl woke up again, she began recounting what had happened to her. Her father couldn't bear to listen any longer and left the room, struggling to contain his emotions. But the investigators didn't stop their questioning, because the truth was slowly beginning to surface. The girl kept repeating one name, Sophie. This was the victim of another missing person case who had also been abducted by a yellow van. It turned out that when the girl escaped, she had tried to bring Sophie with her, but Sophie was too weak and simply couldn't walk. Therefore, the investigation team needed to act quickly to find useful leads. Perhaps Sophie still had a fighting chance. Just then, the girl's parents went to speak with the doctor about her condition. They thought nothing could be worse than what they'd already learned. But then a nurse mentioned that the girl had stretch marks on her abdomen, indicating she might have given birth before. The couple immediately broke down. But the worst was yet to come.